What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about RUNE Thor Chain today at the request of AB Lisa. We're talking about this for you. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get started. We're at 674.6 right now and climbing a little bit. I really do think RUNE Thor Chain has a lot of growth to go. I think this is one of the best looking charts of the cycle and one of the best looking charts in crypto. Like, really, you look at last cycle, phenomenal. The bear cycle it had, it found support at its most relative. Like this structure, you guys, it's not common. And the only time that structure like this is common is when you see very dominant coins enter the space, right? Like very, very dominant. Like this is like Bitcoin status structure. It genuinely is, man, right? You want me to prove it? You think I'm just saying that? Let's go. Let's prove it real quick, right? Like we're going back here to the 2012 cycle. You moved up, you pulled back, you found support right at your last area of consolidation, Bitcoin status, right? Here, you pulled back right to this last area of support. It was a parabolic cycle, so there weren't too many of them, but for about 2.5 months, you were in this area. That's where you pulled back to, literally the lows of that giant pullback there. You don't think that's a consolidation phase? You don't think that from a high to a low point, we moved down 37.5%, that's not a consolidation phase in a month and a half's time, 2 months' time? We pulled back and found support there, right? We came back here, and we found support I guess here previous all-time high, so that doesn't really count, right? It wasn't the last consolidation phase, but this one was kind of a weird cycle. But nevertheless, all I'm saying is it's kind of comparable, right? Not completely comparable to Bitcoin. Of course, the charts are different, but just that aspect alone, it's very good structure. It's very, very good structure. I like to see it. Not only that, you're finding support here on your 123 weekly average, this green line here. You found support before, then when you broke through it, all hell broke loose. Now you're finding support, and it looks like all heaven is going to break loose, right? We're going to continue moving higher. It looks like what you did was you moved up into this zone here. You had a tightening wedge, right? And now you're breaking out. That's what it looks like to me. And finding support on this 123 moving average and finding support on previous areas of resistance and previous areas of support. Very consistent, respected area, and it makes sense that you're finding support, you're getting follow through here. This weekly RSI looks super bullish. I expect a lot of good things to happen for RUNE by the end of this cycle. Let's cut to the chase, right? Lisa, you were asking me if I think or what I think the all-time high is going to be for this coin by the end of the cycle, and I don't know. Nobody knows, but we're going to try our best, right? We're going to look at this here. We're going to go to Thor Chain, and we're going to reasonably discern what the possibilities are. Okay, it doesn't want to load on that one. Maybe it wants to load on this one. No, it's not Thor. It's RUNE, isn't it? Sorry, RUNE. And it doesn't want to load at all. CoinGecko is literally useless sometimes, man. You got to like refresh it. Not that that's a huge inconvenience. It's just I want you to work. Why does TradingView work every time I come back to it, but I have to refresh. Maybe it's just me, man. $2.3 billion, $2.3 billion market cap. Well, I can tell you, you're not going to have the same cycle you did last time. It's already clearly different, but $2.3 billion does leave you a lot of room to grow. A coin like this could easily be worth over $100 billion. So let's just assume it does get to that 2.3. That would mean a 50x could be in store for this, right? Something like that, a 50x. The only feasible fib target would be at about $400, right? Because if you get a 50x, it would be just below there, and that'd be like right around $100 billion. You could go a little bit through $100 billion, something like that. To me, $400 by the end of the cycle, you're at $6.72 now. $400 by the end of the cycle. When's the end of the cycle? Between August to December of next year, right? September, October, November are the most probable months, but this thing, can top off anytime it wants to, of course. Last cycle it topped off in May, right? Bitcoin topped off in November, so who knows how early it tops off. Though I do expect this will probably top off around the same time Bitcoin tops off, if not after this cycle. So who knows? Who really knows how long and it'll take to get there? But I do believe it's fully worth accepting that if this price target makes sense from a market cap potential, which, yes, I realize what I'm saying. I'm asking for more than a $100 billion market cap. I understand the gravity of that. I understand how intense that is and how unlikely that is. But the only coins that see that are coins that look like this, right? The only coins that see those kind of market caps over $100 billion are coins that look like this, okay? And it's in its second bull run, right? You never see that happen in the first bull run, but the second bull run, that's when coins can, and third bull runs, if they have good looking charts, that's when they start to get into those $100 billion target areas. The only coin that went from like less than 100 million to over 100 billion in one cycle was Ethereum. That was it. No other coin, right? So anyways, if $400 is a possibility that I'm really open to, I think 164 should be a possibility as well, right? The golden extension, that ratio there. So anything in between is open season, definitely between $165 to $400. If we're looking at this high to this low here, let's see if we get any fibs that can decipher this range a little bit better. I like that, at 77, you probably find resistance here, that $75 to $85 area on your way up. That could be like where you are by April. Yeah, genuinely. I don't think you'll be there by the end of January. You'll probably be by the end of January, by the end of like this move, you'll probably be at like $14 to $22, something like that. You're at 670 now. So short term, you're going to be up a good bit, but long term, I think that 3113 right there in the middle of the range, man. That 3113 keeps coming up across a bunch of different cryptos and a bunch of different fibs. You got the 3618 all the way up here with the 200 level. I mean, maybe you do go above 400. Maybe you see 560, 582. I don't really believe it, but you could see this. This could be worth multiple hundred billions. It could be worth $200 billion. It's possible. It's less likely. The further away you get from 100 billion, it's less likely. But yeah, you could see it. Anything, I would say genuinely anything, my most genuine opinion would be 164 to 582 is where you're going to be by the end of the cycle, with it getting less likely as you get to the outer reaches of both those. When you get closer to 164, less likely than 399, in my opinion. Or maybe not less likely than 399. Maybe it's just as likely, right? And then as you get away from these targets, as you get somewhere in this middle zone here, this is your more probable area. And I really like that 3113 there. I really do. But a lot of positive potential for Thor Chain. I think it's going to do really well. Daily RSI looks very bullish. Your price action, it looks cooped up. It looks like, right, you had this downtrend here. You've broken out of it oh so slowly. And I really think you're about to rip, man. You're about to see prices move like you haven't seen since 2023, since over a year ago. Oof. Hold on. Come on. Yeah, I think 1052 to 1464. You're at 670 right now. By the end of the year are good goals. Something above this line, above 1464 by the end of January is another good goal. If you're not at new all-time highs by the end of this move, by the end of January, that's okay, right? You can consolidate going into February, March, and then pull up after April. But yeah, I think I think you're on your way essentially to this area by the end of January. That's my thoughts. $14 to $21. That's all I got. If you like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. If you're asking me if it's a green light or a red light to buy Thor Chain, I would say maybe wait. Maybe wait, because it does look like it wants to blow up right now. But maybe wait. Just wait a little bit, right? It looks like it wants to, but I don't know if it does. Let's go to, let me get something with more volume. That's decent volume. I would wait. Just to a little bit. If it takes off too much higher personally, like if it got above $7, then I might just eat that loss. I don't know. I might wait more. Oh, this is so hard to say. I'm going to say no. Not a green light, but not a red light. Maybe a yellow light, an orange light, whatever color they are. I think it moves up. I really do think it moves up from here. If it moves down and I'm wrong, you move down, you're going to get a higher low. It's not going to be dramatic. You're at 672, maybe you pull back down to about $6, maybe just below there. But when you move up, you got a lot higher prices to go, and you're at the precipice of just really tearing a new one on this thing's chart. Like I mean it. You're going to see prices move like this again. Very soon. By the end of this year, you'll be seeing movements like this. So maybe not as big over, I don't know, maybe as big. What would that be? Let's see. Low to high. Yeah, maybe. That could be, you could do that exact thing by the end of January, actually, genuinely. Which that would take you all the way up to like just under $30 actually. So stuff like this, it's coming. It's 5 days, 19 hours left in this week. It could be coming now. So with the downside risk being very minimal compared to how much upside potential you have, even at a minimum potential, right? Like you're going to be up in this area, let alone above it. Like I'd say green light. Just be prepared if you buy here that it might pull back. The 4 hour does suggest a little bit that you might pull back to me. A little bit. The 1 hour kind of suggests that too, but it won't. It might not pull back to $6. Maybe it only pulls back to like 630 or 650, but little pullback and then up. But that's just so insignificant. You're at 670 now. It's going to move up. That's all I got, guys. If you like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. Bye bye.